morning. Welcome to WakeUpToLife.tv with Kelsey
and Karen. Do you believe in synchronicity? Do you believe that things happen for a reason? That's what we're going to be exploring on our show today. Which is a great topic because we do have, all of us, experiences of pleasure and discomfort.
That's a good word, yeah.
Right, in our life. And I do believe that even in that discomfort, in those annoying moments, that we are experiencing something way beyond even what we can comprehend in that moment.
Something bigger is at work.
Yes. And we're all evolving. We're on an evolutionary path to becoming greater human beings, remembering who we are. So I do believe that when we recognize that our moments in life are actually occurring for a higher reason, it just gives us a deeper understanding of our experiences and our moments and the people in our lives, whatever that experience is. And to know that where we are is where we're meant to be.
Exactly.
And I just received an email. My mom, she sends me all these, send this email off to 5 friends or whatever. And
otherwise,
yeah, exactly. But I found this email, because usually I delete them, but this one was really, it just struck a chord with me.
Yeah.
And so I printed it off, and everyone, knows about 9/11, and that there was a few people who survived 9/11, and it's just amazing. I'm just going to share this.
Yeah.
As you might know, the head of a company survived 9/11 because his son started kindergarten. Another fellow was alive because it was his turn to bring donuts.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. And maybe he was frustrated because I have to bring donuts, and I have to drive out of my way to get there.
I have to wake up a little extra earlier just to do it.
Right. And another woman, she was late because her alarm clock didn't go off in time. Can you imagine the frustration? I know I've been frustrated when my alarm clock doesn't go off. And then you're rushing around.
And then you're like, do I have the shower? Do I not have the shower?
Yeah.
You start to break off things you don't need to do.
Yeah. That's right. And then another one was late because they're stuck in traffic because of an auto accident. And I can just imagine, when people are stuck in traffic, the road rage that it goes on. And, we're just like, oh, come on, hurry up, get out of my way. I need to get to work. Another one missed their bus. Someone else had spilled food on her clothes, and so had to go back and change her clothes. I've had that happen. Ink from a pen, right? It's like, oh no, and then I have to iron another piece of clothing or something. And another person went back to answer their telephone, and another person had their child was dawdling, so they didn't make it into Manhattan at the time. And another one couldn't get a taxi.
Wow.
Right? So in all of these circumstances, no matter how annoying they were, these annoying incidences saved their life.
Yeah. And they were actually very fortunate in this very unfortunate circumstance to be able to see what it's like when you do have a situation that causes you to go off in a different direction that you're not wanting to go in. But for them, they actually got to see the gift in it.
Yes.
They saw, wow, look what I missed. Whereas, who knows how many times we are diverted from something, but we never experience what could have happened.
We never know.
We never know. And so there's that level of trust that we are divinely worked and planned to be where we need to be at the exact right time for what our purpose is and where we need to be. So it's great to hear that in amidst all that had happened.
Oh, definitely. And there's another one too where this man he bought a new pair of shoes and he formed a blister on his foot and had to go and get a Band-Aid. So
turning back.
Yes. And so it's those little things that annoy us that we can say to ourselves, this is happening for a reason. I may not know why, but you know what? I'm just going to surrender to it, and I'm just going to move through it, and you never know.
Yeah.
You just never know that. And I believe that those moments are really synchronicity.
Yes.
It's synchronicity occurring and guiding you and into an experience you're meant to experience and taking you away from what could be disastrous.
Yeah. Well, and it's the inspiration, it's the idea, it's the intuition that we listen to that guides us. And so if the phone rings and you're pulled to answer it, there could be many times that you don't answer it. It's like, oh, it's in the morning, it's probably telemarketer, and you leave it. But if there is that, oh, I'm going to answer this time, it's like, that's what it is. That's how we connect to the divine sources through our inspiration, ideas, and intuition. So that guides us. So the more we're open to listening and seeing and observing, the more we're able to really be guided. So much easier and gentler. It is an easier process. It's like hopping in the river in a canoe. Like, you just go where the tide wants you to go. There's no swimming, there's no fighting, there's no, I gotta go left, I gotta go right. It's just, you just go with the flow, and life just becomes just a smoother ride that way. Traffic is different for me. Like when you were saying about, you're frustrated in traffic, it's like, that hasn't been that way for a long time.
No, yes.
And it's the journey,
It can be a meditation process.
Totally, yeah.
You just accept what is, and it's like,
I love watching the traffic and how there's like some sort of flow to it. Yeah, the dance, the traffic dance, and you get the one person who doesn't signal, and then the other person that does, and then they do that, and it's like, it's so cool, like,
And it seems like chaos, right? Like especially rush hour, it seems like chaos, but really,
so
underneath it all, everyone has a destination, right? And I think if we allow for synchronicity to play a part in our life and really embrace that word and the energy wrapped around synchronicity, we can let go of the wrongness in life. Because when we see wrongness, there's a negative charge.
Yeah.
And we can let go of things being wrong and go, you know what, somewhere, as Kelsey mentioned, there is a higher purpose for why this is happening to me, and I'm just going to go with it.
Yeah, and we've spoken before about wrongness and how that just has such an impact. By labeling something as wrong or that it's failure and it's a facade, and underneath that is there's a truth going on, just like we were just saying about traffic. Like, underneath that is this divine dance, this divine order that is happening. And
that's what's really all about too, is labeling, isn't it? Like, we tend to label everything, and if we could, I think there's the positive labels we give life and the negative labels, and if we can empower ourselves with labeling something that as a beautiful gift in our life, then we empower ourselves.
And I don't think we'd ever get away from labeling. Labeling is just what we do. It's how we survive. We need to quickly make decisions, and that's what we do. But remembering that, where did we get our labels? We got them from our past and our beliefs and our childhood and our parents and our peers and our teachers, and we've gotten that. So it's kind of, now that we're older, we now can look back and say, do those labels still fit for who I am? Who am I really? Sometimes we don't even know yet. So it's really, it's not maybe removing the labels, but just assessing if the labels fit, and to see that some don't serve and some do. And but yeah, knowing that if there's a label that doesn't serve you anymore, knowing you can let it go and replace it with the positive. So talk about being able to transform your life.
So that is a higher idea, and that's what Kelsey and I are all about, is just giving you higher ideas to bring more ease and grace into your life, more flow, greater understanding, and so that the next time you misplace your car keys, or you're stuck in traffic, or your child's upset, or you spill something on your clothes, just remember that it's all happening for a higher purpose. And it doesn't matter if you logically never find out why. Just trust that the source, the divine realm, is looking out for you, that you are being guided.
And being caught up in the why does everything happen? That, to me, takes away from really the bigger place where we can stick our energy. It's great to know why. It's kind of fun. It's like, oh, that's so cool that they're there in my life to teach me that. And that's a great reflective process. But in the moment, the why isn't as much, and the how certainly isn't as much. It's just it's the asking and the receiving. It's the please and the thank you.
Yes,
you know?
Yes.
Yeah,
and that's what living is all about. When we are living, allowing ourselves to truly live in that moment, and just allow synchronicity in those moments to appear, to show up, and to teach us and to remind us that life is just so beautiful, and that you know, everything that you're going through in your life is happening for a greater purpose.
And there's a really great book, like this on the same line that we're talking about. Deepak Chopra has Spontaneous Fulfillment of Desire.
Oh,
It talks all about synchronicity and how there's, you know, everything's a happy accident, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's a really great book that just kind of expands on what we're talking about.
Nice. So may you be blessed, continually to be blessed with the little annoying things in your life, and just know that these little annoying things are happening for a higher purpose.
Yes. Excellent.
Yeah. Namaste.
Namaste.